would you be willing to have a microchip implanted into your hand if it gave you $2,000 every single month? Now, I know some people might be thinking, no, I would not have anything injected into my body. However, you might be surprised at how many people are saying they're on board. In 2021, a survey was conducted of 4,000 people in the European Union, and over half said they would be on board. And this almost echoes exactly what I shared with you going on last week as we saw the release of WorldCoin, which combines AI, artificial intelligence, UBI, monthly payments that go out to individuals, and also biometric data scanning, as people, literally millions upon this release, went to go have their eyeballs scanned, their biometric data stored so that way they could receive these payments in the form of digital currency. And they're saying we could do this, or we could also have chips implanted into the hand. And as I mentioned, you might be surprised to see how many people might line up to get this, to get free money to have a chip implanted into their hand. Now, at this present time, we do not have a CBDC. FedNow just rolled out last month, and they're saying that this is going to be instant payments from bank to bank, kind of like a wire. However, this is not CBDC. However, the Fed is saying that a CBDC, they are working on one, studying it as we speak, and they're expecting to have something ready by the year 2030. And we're hearing that when this rolls out, we will have a centralized banking digital currency controlled by the federal government, and cash will go the way of the dodo. We'll no longer need paper money, as everything will be digital. And right now, the talk of a CBDC likely rolling out would be in the form of an app on the iPhone. However, there's some that are saying that this is the introduction of the CBDC, but the next steps and the way they'd like to go would be to have a chip implant or biometric data to scan it, and then afterwards, we would no longer need an app. And you'd be able to buy and sell without an app, but just simply with the convenience of your own hand. In addition to that, one of the things that we had heard with WorldCoin was one of the ways to avoid the obstacle of potential opposition is to allow these microchips to provide people that have them with universal basic income. And we've heard people for quite some time saying they want this. What if it gave you $2,000 per month? Would that cause you to change your mind about getting an implant or having your biometric data scanned if it paid you $24,000 a year? Now, take a look at this video footage as to how they're saying this is the next step.
And what people don't mention is, what do these CBDCs actually look like? You know, at the moment, there's a bit of talk about this being phone-based apps. And yes, that is the initial phase. But what was already ready around 2015 is the ultimate goal. What they really want, apparently, I was told by a central banker, is, you know, CBDCs looks like a small grain of rice that they want to put under your skin, which is, in my view, a violation of human dignity. And they realize there is a hurdle. So to get people to accept this, there will be, you know, why suddenly all the billionaires saying, let's have universal basic income? Because the story is going to be, oh, now we've created this vast unemployment and disruption and crises. Well, we need universal basic income. You will get 2,000 euros into your account every month. But of course, to run this efficiently, we need to use the latest technology. So, you know, you need the CBDC chip implant.
Wow, so this has been in the works since back in 2015. He said this was ready to roll out. And take a look. Here's an article from last year that said microchip implants that let you pay with your hand. And there was a lot of details in this article, but take a look at this. It says just in the past 12 months, regarding human micro implants, there's been a lot happening. Here's your roundup on recent developments, from progress to bans. How close are human to microchip implants? And we're hearing very, very close. Now, let me know your thoughts. Do you think this is conspiracy theory? As we heard him say, there would probably need to be staged some mega event, mass unemployment, and this would be like a savior option to society to provide them with an additional $2,000 per month, and billionaires would be on board for introducing this system as well. Very interesting. Take a look at what Klaus Schwab had to say about this, and he takes it even a step further as he says that the microchips would not only just be in the hand, the microchips would actually be implanted in the brain. Take a look at this.
Aujourd'hui, au bout de ça, on parle de puces qu'on pourra s'implanter. Ce sera quand ça?
Certainement dans les 10 années à venir. Et d'abord, on va les implanter dans nos vêtements, c'est-à-dire wearables, comme on le dit. Et après, on pourrait s'imaginer qu'on les implante dans nos cerveaux ou dans notre peau. Et à la fin, peut-être il y a une communication directe entre notre cerveau et le monde digital. Ce que nous voyons, c'est une sorte de fusion du monde physique, digital et biologique.
Now, that was back in 2016, and he said that this will be rolling out within the next 10 years, and he said it would be the unification of the biological and the digital. Now, take a look at this. This was just released back in January of 2023, a couple months ago, called Human Microchip Implants Take Center Stage. Now, here's how the article began. It said the novelty or the simplicity, and that's the thing, is this is going to be so simple for people. The novelty of replacing one's home key with a microchip implant, it's going to be so convenient, is gaining worldwide interest. But there's another more compelling story under the surface, and that is, why is this technology, an integrated circuit the size of a grain of rice, reviled by some and celebrated by self-proclaimed human cyborgs? Now, in April of 2022, somebody that's already underwent this procedure discussed it in a publication called Microchip Implants That Let You Pay With Your Hand. Now, Patrick Paulman causes a stir whenever he pays for something in a shop or a restaurant. This is because the 37-year-old doesn't need to use a bank card or his mobile phone to pay. Instead, he simply places his left hand near the contactless card reader and the payment goes through. The reactions I get from cashiers are priceless, says Mr. Paulman, a security guard from the Netherlands. He is able to pay using his hand because back in 2019, he had a contactless payment microchip injected under his skin. But last December, another article asked if microchip implants in the human brains are still too dangerous. The article does a great job in covering the many benefits and backdraws of microchip implants, from curing diseases to complications in getting Food and Drug Administration approval. Meanwhile, many state governments are passing laws to prevent forced microchip implants on their employees and others. For example, Wyoming in the United States just passed this bill, and according to The Hill, to date, at least 10 state legislators in the United States have passed statutes that ban employers from requiring employees to receive human microchip implants. Now, the argument for it is that the implant can be used to pay for a drink on the beach in Rio, coffee in New York, a haircut in Paris, or your local grocery store. It can be used wherever contactless payments are acceptable, so it's the convenience. Now also, while many people are open to the idea, as it would make paying for things quicker and easier, the benefits must also be weighed up with the risks, especially as and when embedded chips carry more of our personal data and information. How much are we willing to pay for the sake of convenience? Where do we draw the line when it comes to privacy and security? Who will be protecting the critical infrastructure and the humans that are a part of this program? Great questions. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. So we're hearing about 50-50. Half are on board for it, half are not. Would you be willing to do this? What if it became so much more convenient for you to buy and sell? What if it gave you an additional $2,000 stimulus check every single month and all you had to do was scan your hand, purchase things? Would that change your mind? Now, also, as I mentioned, we heard that this same type of plan is also rolling out for a CBDC digital currency that yields UBI through AI with biometric digital scanning for WorldCoin. Now, if you missed that video, be sure to check it out right here as I cover for you all the details. This one just rolled out last week, and now we're also hearing about microchip implants as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but I'll keep you up to speed on all of this as we're hearing that our entire money system, it will be transforming here. They're saying by the year 2030, and I'll keep you up to speed every step of the way. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.